Thank
Hello.
you.
Hello.
Hello.
Also, because in case anyone needs it, there we go.
I do, in fact, need it.
Well, there you go.
I have to admit, Gryph, I was not expecting you today. Well, at least not for part of the day, not like for the entire fucking day.
I finished work 37 minutes ago. I got into the house. Let me see. When was I sent that message?
a few minutes ago.
I got in the house a few minutes ago.
8 minutes ago.
Yes, 8 minutes ago. So.
All right.
Yeah. I brought pizza for everyone. I'll eat it on your behalf. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'll just settle for my Nutrigrain bar.
Let's see.
My primary meal for the day is still simmering in its crock pot for 3 more hours, so I have some time still.
That's going to be one hell of a break later on. Be right back, guys. You know, bio break and crock pot.
It'll just be like 6 minutes.
But just drank the entire thing.
No, I don't think I could quaff a massive, like, I don't even know how many gallons the crock pot contains. A fuck ton. That's how many it contains.
I've seen some of the feasts that you have devoured.
It's important. It's important to have that crock pot is probably as I suppose probably as big as my entire area from my heart to the end of my stomach. Maybe a little bigger than that. Full of chili.
So what you're telling me is it'll fit.
Well, unfortunately, my stomach's not that big. Baby steps. So yes, I had designed some encounter balance in mind for 4 players, expecting that eventually Tempus would join us. But now I had made contingency plans on the off chance that Tempus was able to join us. I already made notes. I know what to do.
Contingency is now in effect.
Contingency is now in effect. Let's copy that token and paste it so that there's another one to fight. Fantastic. Contingency plan done.
I forgot. I forgot I shrunk Gryph's token down to make it into a little.
Yes, you did. You made it adorable.
Oh, it's so cute. Why am I Yoda?
You know? That's a pretty fucking good question.
Oh, god damn it. Also, right, will we be able to change our feats later, or do those stick?
You can change your feats, basically, whenever you come to me with a character sheet, and you choose like a new set of feats, and I review it so that it makes sense. Then yeah,
all right.
Like seeing as how you often, especially particularly spellcasters, will change like their spell lists. You obviously want to have different feats if you're not using those spells, so you're free to like switch around your feats. Those are almost as easy for you to switch around as your spells. Instead of once per full heal up, basically it would be around a full heal up. But hopefully around a full heal up at the start of a session, so that you have time to think about it, and I have time to look at it and go, you're not fucking stupid.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't want to look at a character sheet and go, why do you have 5 champion feats, you know? You're not even a champion. Where the fuck does this come from?
I wouldn't lie, I panicked, got my feet. I was like, shit, what do I get? Initiative, that'll work.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use...
I was in a similar situation. I wasn't panicking, but I had no idea what to take, so I just took toughness. Because toughness, right?
Of course.
I mean, if you're going to be fighting enemies that deal 18 points of damage to you when they hit, toughness, yeah.
Those 3 hit points are going to save me, I tell you.
You're on the bright side. At least you have that extra dice now for your recovery.
That's true.
I'm a fan of improved initiative. I'm also a fan of further backgrounding, at least the adventure level feat. I like those extra 2 background points.
Those points came in useful.
That was tempting. That was very tempting. But I wonder, see, if the limit is only in place for creation or in total?
It's in limit for total. You have to have an exception. Like the epic level of further backgrounding, that epic level feat, allows you to exceed that. Sheep has access to something which allows him to exceed the 5-point background limit. He has a background which is worth 6 points.
That's because he's sheep.
Gryph, you have some interesting, unique things from being a rogue, which are like you ordinarily get like 5 points in the thief background if you want to.
I did.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Good day.
Yes, Gryph has quite a number of background points as well, courtesy of him investing an entire talent into he has thievery.
Yeah, I got 13.
It did give him the thief skill a level early. Well, 2 levels early, technically.
It gives me it regardless of power. This bonus.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
So how's my sound quality?
Loud.
God.
It is
Loud?
Yes, you have some microphone boost on, and
Let's see. Is that better? Is that more reasonable?
yes.
A bit low now, actually.
Yes,
I think.
it is a bit lower.
Like this then?
That's too loud again.
Like so?
All right,
that's fine.
More
that's
reasonable.
fine. Yeah.
Alright. So literally between the two I had picked.
Yep.
Alright, I'll check if there's any microphone boost. There shouldn't be. Oh, there is. Is that better?
I
Yeah.
think so.
You'll have to
Perhaps.
speak
Is
an
it-
actual sentence, like a longer sentence.
Well, I'm using a new computer. Well, not a new computer, but the good laptop that I borrowed. Because at this, I can actually have like music in the background while playing on using MapTool. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'll get all
yeah, that
errors,
works.
and I'll be able to load things, and
It's
gonna be great.
Your
It's gonna
current
be
setup works. Yes, your 2 computers setup, like you tested out with Way of the Wicked last week.
well, now it's only one.
Ah,
Moved everything to this one. Currently, there's still a few minutes before my Dropbox actually downloads all the files I have, but it should be done in
that's fine.
7 minutes. It says.
For
Oh god, so much pizza.
for all of you player-kin who have already player-kin, is that the best I can come up with? Who have already connected to the server, we will be starting on Foghaven, but you can load up the world map as well, just in case. We might shift there at some point.
Alright.
It allows you to see the calendar, and that calendar could be pretty important. And I thought about moving it to Foghaven, but I was like, no, we have enough things on Foghaven. I remember how long it took people to load last time. It might have been due to my army of... How many tokens did I have in that fucking map?
Like I need, in case he attacks, they just wait and do
24,
nothing. I need at least 1,000 wolves.
31, 35, 39. I had 43 tokens on that map in the shadows. I moved them all last session to a reserve map.
Yes.
Does every month have 28 days?
Let's see here. The calendar does consist of 28-day months. There are also 4 weeks that are separate from each. They're basically like 4 one-week months too. I can actually show you a calendar at the end of this session. I do not have it open right now, but yes, you're currently in Patch Wall. It is the first month of autumn. Currently, actually, today is Wicris, which is essentially this campaign's equivalent of All Hallows Eve, when basically the veil between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest.
This isn't going to go
Does
for
anyone think that's a good idea? Have a thing like that?
My character's off the screen.
If we don't celebrate it, maybe it'll go away.
And I can provide you more information about the various holidays too that are present in the calendar after this session.
Gryph, go to Foghaven.
There we go. Sorry.
You put stupid goblin back there, Dan.
I needed to grab Tempus. He was over here somewhere.
I noticed
there's
that.
an inherent sort of feeling of belonging with Stupid Goblin. I had that thing for like a year and a half.
I will absolutely need to ask you for help, Grimith.
All
See
right.
my initiative macro? Could you change the modifier to +11?
Sure, I can do that.
Because it's GM only, so he's kind of stuck.
So why do you have a temp? I mean, you have a Tempus there in the world map. Okay.
Oh,
You also have a Tempus there on Foghaven as well.
I will use this one, and I will change everything.
You have a mini
Any suggested values for how much stack size and stuff do you guys use?
I have not changed the stack size at all. You don't need a big stack size if you're not using a fancy framework.
Let's put it to like 3,000 maximum.
Like I think I have the default one, whatever that is.
That's
Stack
great.
size.
Sure. Yeah, I was thinking the same, but I just don't want to.
This is complete
never know
overkill
what's
for
gonna
my
happen,
not
right?
framework, but you know, I like to prepare for sheep. And whatever
was
crazy
actually-
You are not
dramatic
prepared, Grimith.
You're right, I'm not fucking prepared.
He like clicks it and everything just freezes for 5 minutes.
I
And then,
can't
like,
stop
this, like,
sheep.
like, just maps are created out of nothing. Just worlds appear.
It's like, I can't stop sheep, I can only hope to contain them.
For so long. It's like you're the great gold worm.
Unfortunately, you cannot contain the power of job.
Yeah, I edited your initiative macro for you just fine, Gryph. See, each of your defenses increased by 1, so AC 18, PD 18, MD 15.
Then you should have 40 health, I think.
How do you have as much health as I do as suddenly Manaki?
What? Me?
We have the same amount of health now.
I don't think
How
I've
is that
changed it yet.
possible?
You've totally altered your token here.
Oh, I have. Alright.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
You
At
did that last week.
Sure. Sure.
No,
I'll
I
believe
have
you, I'll
32
believe
hit points at level 1. What are you talking about?
I'll believe you.
Well, let's see here.
I thought that I had more hit points than you last time, so shouldn't
You-
be.
No,
the same now.
you both had 24.
You had more defenses than him.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Defenses surely you have, but
Yeah. You,
I don't
So you,
I don't know.
You both have a base 6 plus 2 for Constitution modifier, and then you multiply that by 4.
we still
I
have the
just
same.
remembered it wrong.
Because I think just generally, like in this, there's no randomness. So basically, if you're 4 above, you'll be incrementally, sort of relatively 4 above all through the game. Yeah.
Yes,
Unless you pick toughness.
unless you've done something like Sheep has done. He has selected toughness. Did that make you cry a little inside? Like you're thinking about like Dungeons and Dragons or like Pathfinder? I get all these cool feats. I'm a pick toughness.
Toughness in Pathfinder isn't that bad.
I mean, I thought about toughness as well, but I was like, but I wanted the flavorful one. That makes me feel like I'm not accomplishing as much as I could, which is a good thing, right?
You know what I want? I don't want to fall over so quickly.
That would be kind of. I support that from you. We need you in there. I think as proven plenty last time, if you cannot stand up to that damn direwolf without letting it get to us, sheep, you're not doing your work.
Oh,
Hey, if you won't take that 18 damage, who will?
Through the face,
Me.
multiple times.
I did find a very nice champion feat later that lets me cast this spell in any terrain.
I can do counter spell, which is
Right now,
wanna
now
counterspell that?
you do need to fight an enemy who is throwing
Cast
on spells
spells
and then
before I
use it. Yes,
yeah. And remember that I have it.
yes.
Not even an action to do. I can just do it.
See, he could have just been like, "Fuck you, Goblin Shaman," during the test combat, but no,
You don't
he
do
got
shit.
he wanted you guys to have shaking curses.
Yeah, take the shaking curse. Know that I could have prevented it if I wanted to.
Do you want to?
And I didn't give a damn.
I've forgotten completely. That was a possibility. But maybe next time you can be like, could you like remove the shaking curse? I'm like, yeah.
no.
I refuse. Let's see here.
Let me think about it. Go fuck yourself.
But I only
will
have
shake for
for
my
day, and
amusement.
I'm not being targeted. I think that would very quickly put me in a very bad situation. I'm not really a character who's gonna be doing a lot solo. Well, I mean, as long as I have sheep there, really, things are gonna be okay. I think. And the druid to give me awesome powers.
Maybe.
And
Don't really use the +4 to hit from Earth Strength though.
I could. Now I can at least. Now I have a thing that requires to hit.
I see.
I took great advantage of it.
But that assured like 4 damage is just really good.
You took creative
Yeah, of course.
damage. You fucking set the entire forest. It's on fire!
You know, it was a necessary sacrifice.
Well,
It
a good
did
fit-
save us some arrows.
It was an enjoyable sacrifice.
You thought Ajax was bad last session? Wait until he fucking figures out that you bastards burned the wild wood.
oh god.
It's good thing I haven't used
Stop
the ritual version of fire yet.
That's right, Fargus kept that shit under control. He
Yeah.
succeeded on that damn skill check.
Can you do it? Twice.
Loading.
We'll get to the forest burning.
The forest has been
We'll get
burning all week.
No, we won't.
No.
As you can see it realistically, there's much to do before we reach that point. That's true.
There's so much to
There's
do
no
in
reason
this
to be so pessimistic about it.
Maybe you
I'm
can
sure we-
start with like a smaller forest. Maybe not
Sure
try
we
to
can
start
get-
with the wildwood.
But I don't
Not
care.
gonna
We
burn
don't
down
like
the entire
the
forest.
smaller,
It's not possible.
the smaller forests are nice, Grimith. Same, I guess, for the spider forest,
well,
or like the hate forest, or the blood forest,
see-
or
the dire wood that's near Horizon is actually full of owlbears, courtesy of all of the experiments in Horizon gone awry. It's full of owlbears.
you know, it's a creation of life. It's beautiful.
No,
Yes.
no. Fucking high druid people kill that shit. Fuck owlbears.
It's an invasive species.
It's
Fills
a
out the niche of both
non-invasive-
bears and owls. It's terrible.
Like
Who thought that would be a good idea?
like
Let's mix a bear with an owl. Those two animals, just what I need.
Don't mistake druidic followers in this game for just a bunch of liberal gnomes from Age of Darkness who who celebrate life and love and want to live in peace and harmony. That is not the case. They're very very predatorial, and their opinions and attitudes can be just as different as anyone else's on how they celebrate life. So they do it with a lot of predatorial shit. Killing's pretty
Like,
fun.
We should kill all life. That's fun. Yeah. Druids.
That is not what Fargus believes.
We don't like those druids.
No, we don't.
Those druids should die. All of them.
Well,
Taste their own medicine.
die
I mean-
or convert.
Yeah, you try talking to him. You know,
Yeah.
I've been there. It's not as fun as it sounds. Usually doesn't last very long.
No,
Eats you.
maybe not. We'll see.
I know, computer. We're going to be playing a tabletop game. Pretty excited, aren't you?
Mira's all like, this be bitchin'.
Bitchin'. Look, you didn't have to respond to Griffin God. I answered for you, computer.
Yeah, computer, we were bro. Fist bump. There we go.
Don't try to fist bump him, computer.
Look,
Computer
shut
just
down.
bumped up.
I should make a frost macro.
I pre-made some of my macros for level 3 already.
I'm level 2. Let's make level 3 shit.
I made a
You're
level 2
being
shit as well.
hopeful.
I mean, we're fighting this druid. You're being optimistic here.
Well, I didn't have anything to do and I needed to not be so tired, so I made some macros.
Not be tired.
That's funny. Whenever I stare,
If that's
it's
how it works, you should be a DM.
Maybe that's how Sheep is powered. He's powered by creating like Java macros.
Recently, whenever I'm bored, I'm actually making maps in Photoshop and making them super pretty, excessively pretty.
How can you make something excessively pretty?
Well, if you spend 5 hours on a generic battle map, that's too much.
well, Gryph, haven't you ever like seen something and thought it was too cute?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, touche.
Like, not just cute, but it was just like an overwhelming sense of cuteness.
Oh, there's temptation there just to go.
So many Japanese things come to mind.
Oh God! Oh.
Oh, what is my Skype avatar? I was gonna try to change it for something appropriate.
Something too cute.
James Hetfield works for today. I don't give a damn.
I wouldn't call that guy cute.
No. No. James Hetfield, no. I think that one's from one of his memes. Master of Table pulling your legs!
I should add to hit roll into every one of my macros, so I don't need to actually.
Yes, that can be pretty useful. So
Yes, macros can roll dice for you. It's amazing.
if it targets a single enemy, then it's
that
not
doesn't
a
look.
big deal.
I need another break.
Yes. And maybe put the 10 up there with a 2-hit roll.
Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted.
Too many breaks.
You almost got it, Manaki.
This
Remove this one.
for spells that like hit multiple targets. This is when you start being fancy and have like it rolls a number of times equal to what you want.
Probably make it.
There you go.
Make it so it actually is like highlighted as well.
Bless you, Tina.
Look at you getting all these low attack rolls out of the way. I see how it's working.
It's good.
Yes. So how's your adjustment been to summertime / daylight saving time? Welcome to the future again, Europeans? I don't know.
Well,
The future
I don't really have
sucks.
I have
night
noticed
cycle, so-
nothing. It's everything's digital. You don't notice these things anymore.
I noticed that
You say that, Manaki. Well, I haven't noticed it. I've definitely noticed like everyone at my school is way more tired than usual.
Yeah, it's like even though you might not have adjusted things digitally, there's still like quite a few people. It certainly hits me. I don't have much of a schedule, but I still get used to patterns, and it destabilizes the pattern.
I
wake up with the sun anyway.
Yes, you do. Manaki is different because he's solar powered. That's why he hasn't noticed anything.
I'm up at 6-7 pretty much any day.
Like pretty much, we're getting him at his worst moments right now. This is like sub Manaki.
sleep.
But now he's had the entire day to charge. Now he's full of energy, right?
You would think that.
He doesn't have a battery or capacitor in him though. He can't store the energy.
I've told
think
him
that-
to fucking
no.
use the turtle's UV light, and he's like, no.
The
All right.
turtle's UV light.
Yes. All right.
You need to find a way to stop him discharging all his energy.
It is session time. Were you 5 ready to start?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm just making a macro.
No one cares.
I'm
about
I'm good.
it. Okay. Welcome back to 13th Age. Last Tuesday, you survived a trek through the wild wood. Today, you'll awaken in the rampant badger and go on another journey. But before we go further, let's handle relationship dice, and we'll do it in a little bit different order this time. Let's start with sheep.
Alright, let's see how many things I
Who
get.
was last week's winner? All right. Okay. That's certainly different, though you do get a few command points from that, I think. Like 2 bonus.
Do.
All right. Let's see
2
here.
extra.
Thomas falls asleep to another perplexing dream. You're walking outside, along a stone road, snow crunching beneath your boots. It's the end of a tiring day, and you've finally reached your village. But something's wrong. You thought it had been the fatigue, but you didn't see anyone moving. Then you got closer, and you realized those were stone statues in the village center. Incredibly lifelike stone statues, with horrified looks. Then you saw your wife and children among those statues. Then you heard a terrible scream, full of anguish and misery and death, and you realized it was your own.
Not a
Alright.
good night's sleep then.
Yes, next up, Asthma Man. Roll your relationship dice.
Hooray!
Okay, I like 5s. Fargus, you have trouble sleeping in the night, and it's not just because of your injuries. You can feel a fell disturbance, a current of necrotic energy in the air. When you step outside to investigate, you catch an amethyst glow around an entire estate in northern Foghaven. Before you can think to get anyone, the light disappears. Manaki, roll your relationship dice.
Yes, let's see what we get. Nothing.
Manaki is not able to leverage his connections at all this session. Dark, roll your relationship dice.
Not again.
Once again,
At least you're consistent.
Leon gets
Now we're
nothing.
together in there.
And Griffin God, why don't you go ahead and roll your relationship dice? Well, I have some news.
Day.
I have some news for you. I don't have anything immediately thought out at the start of the session for the 2 5s that you've rolled, so we'll play it by ear. If you come across a situation in this session where you think that you could leverage one of your icon connections for an advantage, you let me know. Otherwise, it might just be kicked to next session. I had not thought out anything ahead of time because I didn't think you'd be here at the start. So this one's just going to have to be straight up ad-libbed either by you or if I come up with something on the fly, me. But you're just going to have to pay attention to situations. I then flashed a smile at the air.
Terrible curse.
Also, Gryph, you might be muted if you are talking.
He already left. He's not paying attention.
No! 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 I missed the joke about the cube falling out of the bag 3 times. And he's like, you guys were perfectly in tune as well. And I was commenting and Grimith was giving perfect reply. It took Manaki saying he's muted for me to go, oh shit, so I am.
That was not me.
It took someone telling me I was muted.
Oh.
Good job.
Alright.
It's Asthma guy.
You awaken this morning to the heady aroma of meat and bread rising through the floorboards. Dim light filters through the window, and as you look outside, you confirm the cold draft. Snow has arrived early this year for Foghaven, wrapping every tree in an ermine coat. Boisterous activity greets you on the tavern floor, though first, before Leon exits his bedroom, a cube tumbles out of the backpack.
Leon looks to the floor. I've had to pick up the cube again.
No, the cube just sort of, it dodges your hand.
Well, look,
It
curious to
rolls.
watch the cube.
It starts rolling, clinking in a circle. That rolls over to an open space of the floor, does another circle, goes to the center of the circle, and starts unfolding itself with lots of clicking sounds. You see gears whirring around it, lots of sensations, as if it's a clock ticking away, and eventually parts pop and fold out, starting to construct itself. You're not able to tell any feature at first, but as things go on, and as if suddenly you're able to tell it's forming into a humanoid shape. All very mechanical. You're not seeing any of the flesh, and then suddenly, in a moment, Tempus is sitting on the floor, looking at the ground. And then you just see life flow back into him as he moves again. He goes, "Ha! Oh, bloody hell." And he looks around. He goes, "Oh, I've done it again, haven't I?"
Good morning.
Morning. How many days have I been in your bag?
Pause for a moment. Overnight.
Oh, good. I was worried there would be another millennia.
I'm not a millennium.
No, I'm joking. Sometimes it's been months. Do you know how frustrating it is to know what time it is?
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, you know how frustrating it is to know what day of the year it is when just suddenly, boom, everything changes again.
No, I do not know that feeling.
I'll tell you now, it's frustrating.